Friends, Hari Prasad is back with another lecture on soft skills. Today's topic is aesthetic communication is a key element in interpersonal communication. Aesthetic element. Message. Man is manifestation of God. Hence, all of us have to do godly jobs and behave like God. This is the only way to success at any age, I believe. This is the quotation I made. I sent this quotation to Mangalgiri MLA RK. He responded true to this message. And one Narasimha Rao, a film writer, he also responded to this message. Oh, God, good message. Coming to the topic, mechanical process of giving and receiving information is communication in the ordinary sense of the word communication. Aesthetic means can be used in communication to make a difference in interpersonal communication. Aesthetic communication is how you deliver the message. The aim of aesthetic communication is to recapture and bind the attention of the receiver by controlling the actual focus of the receiver and helping him open up and stay attuned with the sender. Both the sender and receiver to stay connected to each other throughout the process of communication. Both the parties in communication are to get motivated from within. Communicators in interpersonal communication should enhance aesthetic quality in communication. What I say? Communication should have the aesthetic quality. Aesthetic means beautiful. Aesthetic communication required. Aesthetic element in communication will make it great. I am giving you some factors to develop aesthetic communication. Active listening. Active listening is a communication skill. Other three being speaking, reading, writing, we already know. Listening skill, if not performed well, leads to severe communication failures. In the process of learning, the learner's dynamic cooperation is required. Without the active participation of the listener, the communication process remains one-sided and fails to fulfill the objective. Listening is not hearing. Listening plays important role in the process of communication than speaking. It is the listener who controls the process of communication. All communication ceases if the listener chooses not to listen. Active listening is listening with a purpose. Judgment should be suspended until the listening process is complete. Faulty listening process can cause misunderstanding and lead to serious implications. So, an active listener pays undivided attention to the speaker and acknowledges the messages by looking at the speaker directly and listening to the speaker's body language. The listener should gesture to convey his attentiveness. He nods, smiles, and uses other facial expressions. The posture is usually open and welcoming and with small verbal comments like yes and oh, then the speaker feels encouraged. The listener may face barriers that could be linguistic, semantic, psychological or emotional apart from environmental factors. He should overcome these obstacles while being engaged in the act of evaluation of messages. The speaker feels encouraged when he is listened to and more connected to the topic and the listener. Physical appearance is a part in aesthetic communication. You can make your first good impression with appropriate grooming. First impression about somebody can take 15 seconds. First impression is lasting impression. Your physical appearance should suit your profession. How are you dressed up and groomed? The bag or briefcase you hold, the watch you wear, the vehicle you drive, and several such aspects help forming first impression. Grooming is an overall process. Dressing, looks, social grace, etiquette. Grooming adds to the sense of aesthetic communication. Once one makes a good impression on the first encounter, it becomes easier then to get the attention of the target audience, which makes his communication more effective. Non-verbal cues. Non-verbal communication refers to gestures, postures, and facial expressions. Non-verbal cues add weight and dynamics to the verbal words. Non-verbal elements in any communication process vary from culture to culture. Body language often reinforces the message. Honest use of expression in communication is part of aesthetic communication. Maintaining space, keeping safe distance is vital. Safe distance maintaining, so many times we discussed in other lectures. In Indian context, touching can be termed as gesture of friendliness. Acknowledge the importance of personal space in interpersonal communication. The distance the person likes to maintain between himself and other fellow beings defines space. Personal space and touch vary from culture to culture. Indians think of themselves as a part of larger community, but the Westerners consider themselves as individuals and guard their personal space and don't like trespassers. Time sense. Attitude towards timeliness and punctuality reflects one's social and corporate behavior. In the past, Indians didn't regard punctuality as a vital trait in interpersonal communication. But lately, globalization has made them understand the necessity of keeping time and commitment. Keeping to time also implies respect and sensitivity to other fellow beings, which adds to the value of interpersonal communication. Eye contact. Maintain eye contact with audience throughout the communication process. Keeping eye contact means having a greater feeling of involvement. Universally speaking, avoiding eye contact means evading and is a mark of disrespect. Voice modulation. Voice quality is important for aesthetic communication to capture the attention of the audience. Voice modulation can be improved through proper practice. Voice articulation is as much important as clarity of expression. Voice communicates beyond language because vocal language expresses many emotional nuances, subtle differences. Nuances are subtle differences. Finer aspects of voice like tone, pitch, and rhythm are essential for effectiveness in communication. Pauses are used before important words and phrases. Pauses give the audience time to process information. Tempo or speed is another aspect in delivering a message. If a speaker speaks too slowly, the audience is likely to lose interest and his message does not reach the audience. Speaking too quickly reveals nervousness. The speaker with a shaky voice is not able to connect to the audience. Voice is a naturally gifted human instrument which can give real auditory pleasure to the audience. Language function plays vital part in interpersonal communication. Speakers should use lively and appropriate action verbs, to arouse the interest in audience. Please tell me when the train arrives is a better usage than when will the train arrive. More formally is, could you please tell me when the train arrives? For agreeing with others' opinions, you can use the following. 1. Exactly. 2. That is exactly the way I feel. 3. I have to agree with you. For disagreeing with others. 1. Up to a point I agree with you, but so and so like that. 2. I am afraid. I can't agree. For interrupting. 1. May I have a word? 2. Excuse me for interrupting. For clarifying. 1. Hence I made that clear. 2. Let me put it another way. Asking for repetition. 1. I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat that? 2. I missed that. Could you repeat that please? Asking for verification. 1. Do you mean that? 2. Is it true that? Asking for spelling. 1. Would you mind spelling that for me please? Other key areas. Final elements of communication like how to work in a team, showing empathy, style in language, using the right medium or channel. Aesthetic communication can always happen when the communicators are convinced of their own personal point of view and sticking to their own personal style. Assertive communicators are in control of themselves. They believe in, I am 100% responsible for my own happiness. Select positive words for aesthetic communication. Use plain English to understand easily. Empathy is an integral part of successful interpersonal communication. Empathic communicators are good at recognizing the feelings of others. The use of anecdote and rhetoric can make the process of communication really interesting. Rhetoric means eloquence. With the real life examples, stories and fables, the audience learn more. Before closing this lecture, I will give you 3 rules for success. 1. Trust your brain. 2. Trust yourself. 3. Trust Hari Prasad. You become winner in life. Thank you. Carpe diem.
you.